Welcome back, guys. It's Maury here. So today I'm going to break down how to play End Zone in Call of Duty Warzone. So there is both the Battle Royale, which has one aspect of End Zone, and there is also Resurgence. And today I'm going to cover one of each. I'll cover a win in both Battle Royale and a win in Resurgence, and how we go about playing those different roles, even though for the most part they're pretty much the same. Let's dive in. As you guys can see, it's Zone 5, and we're currently controlling the airfield hangar right at the bottom of the airfield runway. And what we're doing essentially is protecting ourselves from anyone that's already in zone while we try and finish off kills outside the zone. As you can see, Chanlo, my duo's partner in this case, and myself are trying to basically take out anyone that is rotating in. And the reason we've gone for the high point in this particular circumstance is, as you can see, we don't know where the end zone is going to be. It could pull to the left of the runway, or it could pull to the right of the runway, which is basically suicide for anyone who is on the wrong side, which is the reason we have opted to go basically where we are right now, because we're out in the middle. It's less of a distance to cover either left or right, so we can rotate either way depending which way the zone pulls. But we've got the height advantage that if someone starts shooting at us, we can just go prone like I have right now, and no one can really hurt us. As you can see, you're getting a good look at the end zone there. We can see someone's just been brought back. So what we like to do in particular, and it depends on your playstyle, you can either go super sweaty and just push kills the entire game, or you can do what we do, which is try and slow down the pace. We're basically trying to pick people off right now, but we're not going to chase kills. We're not going to overcommit to trying to take someone out and put ourselves in a bad position effectively. We always prioritize positioning on the map before actually chasing kills. So I'm never going to go and stand somewhere just because I think I can get some kills if it's not the best spot on the map to be standing. We do run the risk of getting a precision airstrike, which is what happens here, and we do have to rotate down to the bottom. But as you can see, we've still got this as a backup plan. We can still basically get cover. And now we're going to find out whether we need to rotate to either the left or the right hand side of the runway, which is effectively what we're waiting around for right now. We can see that it is now pulled to the right hand side, so we start looking out the windows, and we don't have a great rotation either way. We're going behind two layers of walls here, both those concrete statues as well as the sandbags, to try and get as most cover as possible. I'm missing a few sniper shots here, and basically what we're doing is rotating in. I'm checking to see if he's going to flank. I check again. I can see he's backing down, so rather than chasing the kill to where I might run past someone else who's hiding, I get myself killed. You let it go, you back down, you reset. You can see we're plating, we're putting ammo on, we're getting everything ready, and effectively what we want to do now is make sure that we are in a good position again. So do the exact same thing that we did last time. So right now you can see I'm rotating to get high ground, which is because if anyone walks around the tents, they're probably not going to look on the roof straight away if they're on the ground. So I have a slight opportunity. Even though the tents can be wall-banged, you can see that I'm getting some cover effectively. Like I can back down if I need to and they won't see where I am. We're able to finish those poor people who had to rotate across the runway, which is what I was talking. Had it pulled the other way, all the people on this side of the runway would have died the exact same fashion, trying to run across. Poor positioning, bad timing. And from here, what we're trying to do, I'm trying to stay as high as I possibly can, just because I don't want anyone to come around the corner and see me straight away. If I've got my back turned, if I'm on the roof, at least they may not see me for a little bit, or they have to work right out into the open to actually kill me. I'm restraining myself from shooting right now because I don't ideally want to give away my position. Again, trying to stay up high. Right here, Craig starts shooting this guy. I have an unfortunate weapon swap timing, so I wasn't able to save Craig, and Craig is now dead. So we can see here there's 3 teams and 3 players remaining, so we know it's 1v1v1. I'm just going to let them fight it out at the moment, and I'm sitting here. I know that I have to cross the runway, and I know that I have a gas mask, so I know Suicide is running out to try and stay in the zone, so I intentionally stay back in the gas, knowing that the other people are going to push out. I hear him coughing, so I know he's already in the gas, and get the final kill. So a lot of it is picking and choosing when to shoot and when you're better off effectively hiding if you're purely going for kills. Now we're over to the Resurgence gameplay, and this is end zone. As you can see, we're prioritizing the building that is in the final zone at the moment. I don't have a gas mask in this particular circumstance. I think just because it's Resurgence, I did not end up buying one when I came back. We are now just basically focusing on anyone that could be trying to rotate and take our building. We've got two guys upstairs. The purple guy is actually a random fourth that we were playing with. And then I am holding the bottom floor, calling people out right now, so I can tell them basically if anyone is pushing the bottom floor. We don't want a situation where we're at the top, another team gets control of the bottom, then we're trying to jump out of windows, we're getting shot in the back, or we're both waiting on each other, trying to kill the guy rotating. Basically just waiting out the clock again. The one thing you need to be aware of is when this final circle closes, it will always pull into the gas like it did in the last gameplay clip where it went across the runway. So effectively what I'm doing right now is just burning down the clock, making sure no one comes in the window on my left hand side or in the door on my right that could be rotating from where the people were before. Now that I see that the gas is actually starting to close it off, I'm okay with that. I'm going to move up a little bit. The reason I sit here is because someone could be sitting directly behind me, behind this wall, and they could be waiting. If I move straight into here and they jump in the back of the house, we could all be exposed. We could get shot. Some of us could die. So effectively what I'm doing right now is I'm watching this window, watching the stairs, while my two teammates are upstairs trying to clear out anyone that they possibly can who is rotating. You can see on the mini-map now there is a guy in the other building. I'm waiting. Window's closed. So now I'm going to move up. And now we are going to plan our rotation. We're securing bottom floor because the zone is so small right now. The likelihood is people will push our building, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now. You can see Craig has just taken one out, and now I am taking someone out who's rotating. And this is effectively what you want to do. If you get power positions, you force people to rotate in awkward situations. Now, all three of us are on top of each other right now, which actually isn't ideal. So Tom had a gas mask, Craig had a gas mask, so they have both rotated early through Storm, as you can see, and they're getting ahead of zone to hold people. I don't have a gas mask, so I have waited back, basically to suicide effectively, and try and take anyone I can with me to give them easy shots to get the kills. Jump in because I'm getting shot, wait for that second guy that I knew was coming to run past, and then one of the other boys gets the final kill. So winning end zone is all about prioritizing where it's going to move to, having a gas mask so you don't need to play within the zone, because in the end zone tries to get you killed. So you need to do everything you can to have the basically everything in place to survive that end zone. So get a gas mask, rotate early. These are the things that you need to be thinking about when you're actually trying to secure the win. But most of all, placement, timing, and working out who's getting ahead of zone to hold people, who's staying back to kill stragglers who are trying to rotate. I hope this video helped you out and gave you some insight in how you guys could improve your end zone gameplay. That's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed this one, you want to see future content like this, consider subscribing if you aren't already. Until next time, guys, keep gaming.